What I want to share today is a revolutionary concept that you don't have to keep buying expensive creams or undergo lots of treatments. Even though I'm a 75-year-old dermatologist, I don't need fancy equipment. I have these hands. No matter how advanced the technology gets, I trust these hands. How did I get this skin? It wasn't some complex treatment or cream. The method I want to share today is straightforward. When I turned 50, my skin started changing fast. Hollows formed under my eyes. The corners of my mouth drooped, and even the best products seemed useless. I switched from freezing cold water to lukewarm water. Instead of scrubbing, I gently touched my skin. These small changes didn't take extra time. I simply added a bit of attention and care to my routine. After 6 months, my face had subtle but big changes. The redness had faded. The fine lines around my eyes were softer, and most importantly, when I woke up in the morning, my face was less puffy and my skin felt great. I wasn't afraid to look in the mirror anymore. Surprisingly, my health improved too. Once I began taking better care of my skin, I naturally paid more attention to my whole body. My sleep got better, my eating habits became healthier, and my blood sugar levels went back to normal. The skin is a mirror reflecting our overall well-being. You'll fully understand the whole picture once you've heard the entire story. I used those expensive creams I recommended to my patients, but they barely made a difference. Just a bowl of lukewarm water and 2 towels are enough. Skin responds to care. The simplest habits can be more powerful than complex treatments. 5 fingertip habits to transform your face. 1. Change the way you wash your face. Embrace, don't scrub. Let's start with washing your face. The moment many people harm their skin is during face washing. Washing with freezing cold water and then rubbing with a towel damages the skin's protective barrier. I'm convinced that bad face washing habits are behind many skin problems. Why is cold water a problem? It causes the surface pores to shrink rapidly, blocking the proper removal of waste from inside the skin. It completely strips away surface oils, weakening the skin's barrier. Our skin needs a nice balance of temperatures. The solution is simple. Prepare lukewarm water between 29 to 31 degrees Celsius. You should feel it slightly warm on the back of your hand. This temperature is perfect for the skin. It opens the pores properly without removing the natural oils. Create foam with soap in your palms and gently touch your face. Use your ring finger for the delicate eye area. The ring finger is the weakest, so it won't apply too much pressure. Don't scrub. Instead, gently embrace the skin as if applying lotion. Don't pull or use force. Stop using cold water and rubbing with a towel. It takes time for the skin barrier to heal, so stick to this for at least a month. 2. The golden minute. Moisturize immediately after washing. Many people use good products but don't see results because they're not using them at the right time. Right after washing, the skin's natural oil film disappears, leaving it defenseless. If you start moisturizing within 1 or 2 minutes, the absorption will be maximum. Miss this golden window and even the best products will only work half as well. The process has 3 steps. First, gently pat the moisture from your face with a soft paper towel. Don't dry it completely. This slight moisture helps the moisturizing products absorb better immediately. Apply a facial mist or toner that contains hyaluronic acid and finish with a face cream. Finish all the steps in under 2 minutes. The warmth of your hands helps the product penetrate. This kind of change is normal as we age, something everyone experiences. But as a dermatologist, I felt lost. The truth was hidden somewhere else, in my usual way of washing my face. I knew what was good for the skin, but I wasn't careful with my own face. I would wash it quickly, rinse it with freezing cold water, and rub it dry with a harsh towel. I was neglecting my own skin. While I gave my patients the latest treatments in the clinic, I handled my face roughly every day with the same old habits. Focusing only on outside changes, I overlooked the importance of basic habits. As a dermatologist, I felt ashamed. Don't you have similar habits? Everyday actions that you do without paying attention to how you're doing them. Maybe we're all experts who are indifferent to our own skin. It seems almost unbelievable, but my 45 years of experience proves it. I just want to look as natural as you do. Those words changed everything. She had been watching me and I hadn't noticed. That day, after the last patient, I stood in front of the mirror. For the first time, I saw myself as a patient, not as a dermatologist, and examined my face calmly. Then I realized what I had neglected. Not fancy treatments or expensive products, but my careless and unloving way of treating my skin every day. From that day on, I stopped thinking of myself as a dermatologist and started looking at my skin with ordinary eyes, changing my daily habits. I took time to talk to my skin with my actions, with my hands. I even began to enjoy the feeling of my hands on my face. Now I also ask patients to try this self-care before treatment. Of course, I will do the treatment if needed. But the most important thing is daily habits. What kinds of treatments do you usually get at the dermatologist? Laser treatments, vitamin injections, hyaluronic acid, and expensive creams, right? These have their place, sure. But in my experience, something is more important than expensive procedures. The way you touch your skin with your fingertips every day. Small daily actions are the key to dramatic changes in your skin. I don't rely on fancy gadgets or pricey medicines. I use these hands every day to care for my face. It may sound cliché, but it's true. Every morning when I wake up, I do this. Before touching my face, I observe myself in the mirror and guess my age. How old do I look? By the way, I'm 75 years old. I look at my skin, checking for redness, dryness, or puffiness. If I notice any issues, I make notes. I examine my skin as if it's someone else's. But I'm not just a dermatologist. I'm also a person with skin concerns. So I try my own face creams and lotions before recommending them to patients. My research has been going on for over 60 years. I've experimented with various products, but I've never bought expensive creams without trying them first. And here's the surprising part. The key to beautiful skin is not in the hundreds of products I've tested, but in these hands. Hands that hold my life, hands that have held countless bottles of cream. The secret lies in the smallest actions repeated every day, not in those expensive bottles. Perhaps what doctors do and tell you is that the quality of your skin depends more on your lifestyle than any treatment. I'm here to tell you the secret that even doctors don't reveal. If you want amazing skin, stop buying expensive creams and start with these hands. Keep them busy. Those little things add up and make a big difference. Not expensive tools, not fancy creams, just daily skincare. When I see a 75-year-old dermatologist, you might think, well, they must have great skin. Well, maybe you'd be right. But now when I wake up, I don't need any fancy machines. The first thing I do is look at my face in the mirror. I don't use fancy equipment or expensive lotions. I use these hands. Even after practicing dermatology in the heart of Oaxaca City for 45 years, the first thing I do every morning is look at my face in the mirror. I don't need expensive devices or creams. I use these hands. Even after practicing dermatology in the heart of Mexico City for 45 years, I still do this every morning. I don't need fancy machines or expensive creams. I just use these hands. More than hearing people say, wow, your skin looks great. I love when a patient says, I want to look like you. There is a crucial thing that many people do and realize. The quality of your skin depends more on your habits than treatments. Many don't understand that small habits done repeatedly are key. This is a secret that even dermatologists often forget. As a dermatologist, I've transformed my face with just one habit. There was a time when I, too, didn't like looking in the mirror. The change began unexpectedly. A patient in her 70s told me quietly, "Doctor, I don't really need a treatment. At first, there were tiny changes. I changed how I washed my face, how I dried it, and when to moisturize. Next, I'll share 5 habits that can change your face. You don't need anything special.